Hey everyone, welcome to, I'm joined by special guest commentator Michael Scarry, the Michael Scarry himself. Hey, welcome to the third round match here. We have, by popular demand, Jake McCartney and Simon Singleton on one of the tables, and Ricky Emery and Mark Robertson on the other table. Dan, can you... Oh, never mind, he's practicing. I thought he was about to break.
I'm just checking if you can hear me. Hello, hello, hello.
Very good.
All good. Couple of big matchups here already. Simon and Jake. What's your predictions here, Logan?
Oh, well, I'll take the favourites. I think Jake will win, and I think Robbo will win.
Scoreline?
I was 11-7 Jake, 11-6 Mark.
There it is.
It's based on my limited knowledge of Ricky's ability and Simon's.
Well, Ricky has won an Australian title. He beat Gus.
I know that. That's the
back.
only match I've ever seen him play. Because Gus,
That's all
and
you
I
need.
watched it once.
And that's about it. Right, Simon in with a chance here already.
I do remember Simon at the Pro Series was exceptional.
Yeah, Simon was actually. Did play very well.
What about you? What's your sort of ballpark prediction here?
I don't know how much Ricky's been playing over the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
He's always is a winner, so he's not going to die wondering. I think it'd be a close match, 11-7, 11-8. I'd say to Mark, I'll go there, and Jake and Simon. You know what, Jake looked a little bit scratchy, so Simon I saw played quite well against Jamo, so
Oh, yep.
I'll have to give it to Jake still, obviously. I think I'll give it to Jake 11-6.
People are saying this is best in New Zealand versus best in Australia. There'd be an element of truth to that, but it's hard to sort of say anyone's.
Oh, look, Jake goes to all the tournaments and puts the wins on the board, so yeah, you've got to say that Jake is one of the best at the moment. Right, so Simon needs to find a way to get to this red top end of the table here, and he's running out of balls to do it.
So he's not going to be able to just hold on the yellow. I think he's got a worse angle than I thought. Yeah, okay, so he's going to have to do this.
So he's got a nice angle. I'm not sure if he's hampered queuing, but we'll soon find out. So he just wants to drop this in, Simon, and he's a chance to actually, a big chance to actually take the first frame. I think the line of the white ball too is going towards the other red as well. So he's just got to cue this quite nicely with that big 9-ball cue he has.
Yeah, it's funny how he uses that cue, isn't it?
Whatever works, man. Whatever works.
I think Mikey uses a similar cue to break.
That looks good.
Nice.
And he's cued that quite well. So looks good to go 1-0 up here. And it wouldn't surprise me if Simon actually rolled Jake as well, 11-6. So I think it could be 11-6 either way. But you just don't know.
We've seen with these matches, so two great examples is Robbo and Jake playing each other twice this year. Once at Geelong, once at King's Cup. And both of them were decisive victories for the person who won, where the other person was dry breaking a bunch and the other person just running every rack.
A lot of factors did happen, obviously, to create those score lines as well. But yeah, I mean, look, any top player versus any top player. It's a good shot there by Simon, so he's made sure that he wants to come across twice. It's a good shot there and a good start by Simon. So, and Ricky already looks out of position. So this is something that I think this is something that Ricky's going to actually have to make sure that his mapping and everything's on point. If he's going to struggle here with the mapping side of it, and then always sort of fall short, a few balls, I think the match could get away from him very quickly. So it is the first frame. Anything can happen. Is he looking at the double here, maybe? No, this is a containing shot, and it's a smart play too. Like he knows he was in trouble, and so he's decided to pull up. And you can see there that Mark's identified that and gave me a little tap on the table. So straight away, already the respect that shot deserves. So he's kept the black covered. He's left Mark no shot, and a pretty bad white here actually. Mark has to deal with. Could actually leave Ricky on a red if he's not careful. You're going to try and send it down the table. All right. So Ricky's forced him to play a safety, and
is the plant on, I wonder?
No, I think it's he's going to have to make it.
Yeah.
But this is now where Ricky, I don't think, has a choice other than.
And the red's going towards these two yellows as well. After
I'm playing it hard, medium to hard shot, controlled, medium pacey shot controlled. You need to go and have a dip here, I think, because I think Ricky will actually slowly lose this battle now. Because Mark's just got too many soldiers out there.
Well, Mark's ball's also all on.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah.
They actually link up, not too bad as well. See what happens here?
No, he's played a different shot.
I don't like that, because now Mark can actually play yellow onto red, send the white back up the table if he's got the angle there. And in these rules, you want your ball behind those yellows. You don't want them in front. So therefore, you can actually knock their balls in and then take the pocket if you need to, rather than have your balls in front. So in world rules, you do not want your ball in front of their ball. So world rules you do, and international rules, actually where Ricky's red is at the bottom right-hand corner there, where the yellow is, you actually want them reversed. You want the red on the higher end.
Is it similar in black ball as well? Oh, Jake won. Simon won the first one. Wrong. So they're not using full stack. Great. Oh, so Jake's made an error there.
So Mark tries to actually get the yellow under there, and the white, a good white. So he couldn't do what I said before about playing his ball onto the red, because he couldn't get a good white. So he's tried this way.
This does leave Ricky a shot.
And he's got a fairly good white, but Ricky actually has another chance now. But you feel that his chances are starting to slowly run out. So playing this sort of natural, you might half ball off the black, white off the side rail, medium pace, red in the corner pocket. I played a little bit harder than that, just a little bit harder. But he's got a chance now. So it's a good shot there by Ricky.
So yeah, the safety he played worked out, didn't it? The way he cut it to the right hand side rather than attempting the plant. Yeah.
Mark played a pretty good safety, and Ricky's played a pretty good shot. So both players have actually played some good shots, followed by another one. This is a great start by Rick.
Simon's played a great shot there. So Simon's trying to slow Jake up there. He's played a turnover and gotten his ball over the hole. I guess the issue with Simon's shot is
start there by Riggy.
because the yellow's so good over the hole there, Jake can then return the favour with the turnover. But
yeah. See what Jake does. He needs to sort of... That red... Is he on reds? He's on
Jake's on reds.
Yeah, so He could play the higher red and then stun into the yellow of the pocket if he wanted to. So the red that he
wanted.
may have played the higher red and stunned into the yellow of the pocket.
Oh, he made it. Which tip? Yeah.
Right.
I've got for him to get 15 minutes. Give 11.
Alright. Ricky Watson. A little bit wide. So it looked like a bit of a careless shot, but obviously he still has yellow over the pocket.
Yeah. So Jake, I reckon it's on to, like, it's a very difficult shot, but pop the red to the top right. And can you screw back into the yellow?
Yeah, I'm actually trying not to pot the red in the top right and actually just hit the red and actually screw back into the yellow. I want to keep as many
the red
reds.
in the way of this other
Well,
one.
I just want to keep my reds on the table, so I don't want to...
I'd be concerned of leaving
one in the
Simon a
centre.
shot on the one on the left. So the yellow that the white's nearest to now, if he leaves a shot on that, then I think Simon's going to...
Well, if you hit the yellow over the pocket, you're probably not going to leave
Probably
that
not
on.
going to, yeah.
And if you do, well, it's still a hard shot, so...
Oh, this is going to be painful.
I'm not sure who broke that one. But, these balls look good.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
So Jake's opted to do what I said, but he's decided to get rid of a red and then to get himself a better position to do what to knock the yellow in over the pocket. But he may have left Simon on, and if he has, that's not great. So Robbo here to bring it back to even Stevens.
Based on Simon's demeanour, I'm not...
This is a good reply by Mark. So good start by Mark and Ricky. Two very good frames actually to go back and watch and actually learn from too.
Simon's played the safety. It looks like he's left the red on.
So Jake was in trouble before and he'll definitely take this. He might have to do a slight swerve. He's going to have to rely on a little bit of luck now, maybe.
I think the red goes to the top left, the other red.
Yeah. He can come off the side rail and then just nestle in on the red and then on the back rail.
Yeah, that's true.
But if he's on this, he's going to have a go. Just needs to get a bit of a result here. Oh, he's
Hope
just...
the table's true. And
So he's tried to control it, but over that distance, probably playing it harder and then going into the yellow a little bit and then having a half chance on the red. I think you're asking for a lot over that distance, but
yeah, it's not.
What a break!
Oh, that was a huge break. Well, that confirms Mark
What a
broke the
break.
last frame, then, didn't it?
Break and run the rack. Yeah. And these, yellows look alright, reds look alright. I mean, most people would probably go yellows here, but not on a yellow, so I think he's forced to take a red, but he's got a nice red down the rail with the linking ball that's next to it. So there's another out here, and he can get onto the one on the rail actually straight away now, if he wanted to.
Yep. And then address the top end of the table and then come down the bottom.
And then play the black in the top corner if you need to.
There seems an essay they call Ricky Rick Dog, based on James's comment there.
Either that or he's done something really bad
Yeah, all that.
to annoy someone. But I think Ricky's a gentle giant. I hope. Simon
is
come
that
far
under
enough.
hit?
These tables actually,
Still
the cloth
okay.
actually runs, it keeps running and running and running. So
Yep.
cloth is actually running nice.
I think it's the FSN cloth.
Yeah. Done by Peter O'Keefe. So I found on the table that Ricky and Mark are playing on, some of the rails are a little bit slower than others.
Okay.
And so yesterday when I was playing, sort of battling between bouncy cushion and a not so bouncy cushion, and then a really nice slick cloth.
Okay.
So
It was
that's a good shot there by
difficult to work
Simon.
out.
Yeah. And you know, I lost yesterday because of myself. Too many missed opportunities. So I won my first match today. So I've got 2 more matches if I continue winning.
How are you hitting them this morning?
I'm good. I'm fine.
Yep.
Just take it one ball at a time, one frame at a time, one match at a time.
So this black, is this awkward to get on, or am I misreading the...
I don't know why. No, I think you have to be down the centre of the table.
Yeah.
I don't know why he went into it earlier.
Yeah,
It was
I
on
was
in the
confused by that too,
top
but-
corner as well, but you just got to be careful here. He wants to get out.
Oh, that's
Got
going to make it
lucky.
worse.
Got
Oh,
lucky. He's
dear.
got very lucky there. So this is fine. He can just screw back now to the bottom end of the table.
I wouldn't have been sure if that black was onto the middle. But
Yeah,
no, it definitely is.
anywhere on the nameplate now at the bottom, he just wants to make sure, just try and hit the bottom rail. If you hit the bottom rail, you win. And Simon's come out swinging. He's actually, yesterday I thought he looked really good out there, and today he looks good.
Mm-hmm.
So, big threat. This is a great shot.
Yeah, nice.
So hit that back rail. There it is.
Nameplate.
Yeah,
Bang.
nameplate. So now, well, I'll tell you what, you want to get someone looking at this, but
Well, we've got instant replay and everything, so...
I tell you what, you really need to put side spin on this to knock that in. If he does a plain ball, it could hit yellow and black first, which is still legal. But man, I'd want. See, a good thing is actually you can actually use your iPhone or Samsung, put it in slow motion, and put it over the top of the shot.
Which no one's doing, but...
No, but if they did do it, then you can clearly see whether it's a foul or not.
Yeah, I've done that a couple of times. And
done it in
I've
league.
done it because I've seen you do it, actually.
No, it doesn't go off the yellow. I don't think he's going to have to smash it off the yellow, but I think the yellow's too high up. I think he's going to have to jack up a little bit here. But it probably goes. Yeah, that looks alright.
Alright, 2-1 to Ricky. What type of cue is Simon playing with? Is it graphite? I believe they're maple, and they've got carbon fibre on.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure it's just plastic with. I think he painted it with with a colouring pencil black. It was pink, yeah. I don't know. We can find out and let you know. But you were saying, Logan. Did you hear that it was?
No,
maple?
I know a mate who had one, and it was maple, and it had some carbon fibre in it somewhere. And I
okay.
don't know if it's a plastic or it's a carbon fibre like coating on the outside. No, I was being serious. Tell you what, I'll just type it into ChatGPT now and see what it says.
About Simon.
No, about.
All right. Not a great break, but they opened, and a couple of balls went in. So I wonder if Mark can return the favour here again.
So maple wood, carbon fibre, bang.
So maple on the inside.
Yeah,
or
so
carbon
maple
fibre on the
wood, North American hard rock maple, and then carbon fibre is increasingly popular for low deflection.
I wonder if he's obviously. I think in New Zealand they obviously play with the bigger balls, and that's why they sort of need a heavier cue, or a bigger tip, and all that. I think I'm not sure
Could
now.
also be a fiberglass overlay.
Yeah, I'm not sure now whether they've gone to the smaller wide or not in New Zealand. Then therefore they could probably change their cues, but it's a lot to change the cue as well.
Certainly.
It's like part of you. It's a good shot there by Mark. That was a tough shot actually. Played that well.
Oh, we've got lucky.
Jakey just isn't, and he was doing this yesterday. He wasn't really just. I don't know. Just wasn't him.
Okay, we've got people confirming it in the chat.
Carbon fibre number, yep, 2 inch. Yep. Cool.
Could also be made of kryptonite, according to. Is he alright?
No, he's fine. He's got the
Yep.
top.
Oh yeah,
red.
you're right.
Yep.
He's always got that one. Yeah.
Just checking where he wants to be. Jake played a good shot to get out of trouble, but I think he might have to actually now stun the white off the yellow into the red here. He doesn't have a lot to play with unless he comes down the table, but this is gonna do. He's tried to check it up. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
It's not great. But it's
Seems
okay.
dodgy though with these reds, but I think he can. Well, he'll be able to figure out what to avoid. But
That's a good shot there by Mark.
oh, beautiful! Wow.
Another break and run by Robbo.
Mark just reckons every time he gets a shot, he's just going to run out. Fair enough. Apart from the two safeties he played.
So this actually puts a little bit of pressure on Ricky now. If obviously Mark's got to knock this black in, but so what's the message this is sending right now to Ricky? Okay, Robbo's breaking and running the racks, so I need to now win off my own break, because if I don't, I'm actually going to fall behind instantly.
Yep.
So just a quick one, Justin and VJ. Justin's 2-0 up. Robbo, Ricky, we know that. 1-1, actually 2-2.
Gussie.
Rusty, Wheeler, Patrick Hood, 2-1 to Rusty. What was the top one up there?
Gussie is 2-0 up on Rob Bowen.
2-0 up against Rob Bowen.
And Kurt is 1 up on Ricky Watson.
Kurt will probably just wait to be 10-1 down before he starts to play.
Yeah, that's his modus operandi this weekend, it seems. I mean, come back from 10-4 is very impressive against Mark. But
Yeah.
why are you
Against
getting
anyone.
down 10-4?
Against anyone.
Yeah.
That's a big break there by Ricky. Not a great white, unfortunately.
Ooh, yeah. It's nasty, isn't it? Excuse me, Mick. Oh shit. What have I done? Oh no. How did this happen? Oh. Look. It's unco today, alright? Alright, so maybe we look at the left now, since we haven't looked at them for a bit. They've equalised and Simon's first at the table. Oh, not equalised, but Jake's got one closer and now Simon's at the table first. What do you fancy the reds here, Mick?
Well, I sort of look, obviously, can I put a red or a yellow? Can I put either? Yes, I can, so now I choose. Yeah, I think reds look good here.
It's interesting that he started with that one. But maybe the cut was thinner than I thought. I would have thought you'd start with the top ball and come down to this bottom left area.
That's normally the general rule, but honestly, it's not always the case. Like obviously finishing one end of the table and then trying to work your way down to the other end of the table. Sometimes the way you've got to map it, you've got to sort of sometimes go up and down the table. Oh, what a shot there! Wow, I'm pretty sure that was Mark.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
What a genius.
What a great shot that was. And now if he can take this one off Ricky and then break him on the rack, all of a sudden 2-2 goes to 4-2. So this is what Mark's going to be thinking. And Simon right now, I think this is the one shot that get him in the frame. He needs to get legs. That's a good shot.
Played that real well.
So now I think that's frame. I think that was a frame ball now.
If he's slightly to the left-hand side of the highest of those two reds, and then he's absolute tap in. And he
If that red's off the
was
rail there, that's another great shot. If it's on the rail, which looking at Mark's face,
It's stiff.
it's sitting on the rail, which I don't know, he still might be able to actually roll it in, but it's a little bit stiff. Like if it's sitting a mil off, he's all good.
Mark looking very sharp. Yeah, the grey shirt looks good on him, doesn't it?
Grey.
Yeah, it's a grey.
It's a dark black. What, Mark's shirt's grey?
That's grey.
It's not grey.
How is that not grey?
How's that not black?
Well, black is just a set colour. There aren't varying degrees of black, I don't think, are there?
It's a light shade of black.
Well, so grey is some combination of black and white. So depending on the quantity of each colour infused in it,
No.
that determines the blackness of the grey. But
Simon,
it's definitely grey.
That's a good finish there by Simon. No, it's not a grey.
See, black absorbs all colours of light. That's how it works.
I'll tell you what it is. Mark's actually washed. He washes his own clothes, and he does it wrong. So I think it was black.
Oh,
and
I
now
see.
now it's a lighter black.
Okay, then I apologise. I was incorrect. Woodsy's in black.
Anyway, Simon finished a good one there, 3-1. So Robbo just taking his time a bit here. Does he want to stun up? That's it. So I wonder what he's going to do here.
Yeah, that's a tricky one, isn't it?
You want to leave yourself a little bit of angle so you can tickle that red in and come out. So look at that black shirt, t-shirt.
It does look like on the stream,
Try
actually.
to open it up.
Until
Has he got
there.
it? Has he got it? Has he got it? What a shot there!
That's brilliant.
What
Oh,
a shot! What a great shot! So now he's going to play possibly the bottom right, the one in the middle, trickle up, and then play the other one in the middle, and then play the black ball back into this corner pocket. That's it.
Ooh, likes
That's
his
okay.
distance.
That's fine.
He's always said he doesn't mind distance because his queuing is just perfect.
Yeah, but you got to when you roll balls in, this could drift.
Yeah.
But that's
Oh,
perfect.
he's just, okay.
That was well calculated there, this frame. And so this is what I was talking about before. If Mark can actually steal a frame like this and then now do a break and run, Ricky hasn't really done much wrong and he's 4-2 down. So that's a great finish.
No way. Yeah, he got a little bit stiff there and it didn't affect him. He played
Pretty
an
much,
excellent shot there to
Pretty
nudge
much
it
a
again.
perfect pull so far from Jake, from Mark and Ricky. It's been 6 very good frames.
Jake with his black and white shirt on. I reckon if you mix them
And
together, it would look like
Jake
Mark's
doesn't
shirt.
have a black and white. He's got a white and grey shirt.
So table 13, Jamie Stevens and Brendan Collier. Table 14,
Oh, Jamie Stevens and Brett
table
Collier.
14, Michael
Ooh.
Sperry and Nicky Rathbone.
I've got to go.
Table
Oh, alright.
15,
See you, Scott.
Cheers,
Thanks
everyone.
for
Good
tuning
luck,
in.
everyone.
Joey Tamu.
I'll see if I can find a
Table
replacement.
16, Scott Parker and Tan. Table 16, Scott Parker and Tan. Table 17, Tim Dixon and Alec Rice. Table 18, Jack Phillips and Ben Noonan. Table 19, Josh Hands and Josh Gorski. And table 20, Mark Owens and Jack Green.
You muted me. Oh, I'm still on? It looks muted. That's definitely plugged into me. So I was muted? Oh, maybe you could just hear me through that. Yeah, Robbo is Purecast. Yeah, so Scary's just muted me and walked away. What a great guy. Yeah, that's right. No, it is a shame we're not going to see any of these Replicharge matches on stream because some pretty sick matchups, but it is what it is. Alright, so Ricky having a go at the yellows here. I might focus on just this one frame for Simon and Jake here. Simon's shaping up on this plant here to the left hand pocket. played that well. Just needs this not to get in the way, and it has. I'm not sure if he was planning to play the ball to the middle next, or if he was planning to play this ball to the bottom right. I would think the middle. Mark is a master. Yeah, Mark is class. But yeah, Ricky is fighting a good fight, and it looks like he's in great position to get this frame. Yep, Simon's played a nice shot there. Simon's biggest concern is the ball directly to the left of the black, because it's only accessible after the ball above it has been removed. So he just needs to get good shape on that ball to be able to float over for it. Imagine he'll go up to the top of... Yeah, he is. He's going up to the top of the table now. Oh, I don't think that's what he wanted, but I think he's okay. But now he's got to play... Yeah, either this ball down to the bottom left, or a really thin chop-on plant on the top right. I don't know if either of those are ideal. He might be able to get his way out of trouble here. Yep, it's going this way. It's a nice pop. Yeah, Simon's white ball's been a little bit loose. Well, not loose, but not what he wanted. I think he's getting the paces a little bit off on a few of these shots, but he's mapping the balls real nice, and such that it's not hurt him at all. That's a nice shot. It's nice and close to his work, I mean, maybe this is a little bit awkward actually. He's just got to judge the pace good on the... Although he can just go super wide with it and come out to the... Maybe try and cannon the middle of those three reds at the top there. And then he'll have a cut on the yellow to the top left and get out for the black. Just got to be a bit careful here. He's coming a bit straighter, it looks like. Maybe trying to hit that red. Yeah, I see. He could hit that red. Sorry, it was a bit different than I thought it was on the screen. Meanwhile, Ricky's got a pretty tricky last two balls here. Yeah, he had to really hit that and check it up with a bit of side. Oh, so he got a huge result there. Well, he got a great shot by Simon. That's a beautiful shot. Made it very good. This is going to be 4-1 his way. So yeah, that's a really big result for Ricky, because, I mean, if Mark's just on a ball here, the frame is over. But as it is, it looks like Mark will have to come up with a safety instead. And yes, Ricky's... Oh, well, maybe not. Oh. Well, never mind. This frame should be over. This should be 4-2 to Mark. Just looking at the balls here, I think the biggest concern... G'day, mate. Biggest concern to Mark is the ball on the furthest to the right of all his balls, towards the top. But I can't imagine anything leaving him unstuck here. He may even nudge into it now. Playing the highest of those three to the top right. I'm not sure. Or he might just pick them off one by one. There's no real need to move any of these balls that are on. Nope, okay, he felt he needed to move them, and he's got a pretty poor result of that. So it looked like he had a lot more angle than I thought he did. I thought he could just finesse it a bit more, but he had to go into it. I wonder if he plays a safety here. No, he's looking at the attacking option first. If he can cut one of these balls to the middle So let's say he cuts the highest of those two on the right to the middle, and then comes down between the gap of the yellows and gets to the other ball to the middle. No, it looks like he is going safe. So he looked at the attacking options and didn't fancy him. Decided to whip out the old safety. So meanwhile, Jakey's in here on the yellows on the left-hand side, and you'd be thinking he's got to be getting these to pull the brakes a bit on Simon. That's a good one. Uh-huh. Yep, so he's got angle to get up to there. Alright, so to read out some other results, Kurt Dunham is still only 1-0 up on Rick Watson, so that's been going a bit slow. But Gus Giorgio is 3-0 up on Rob Bowen. Rusty Willer 4-2 up on Patrick Hood. And Justin Sage 3-0 up on VJ Randall. So my fidgeting is apparently coming up on the stream. Nice shot, Jake. 4-2. Oh, and Ricky's not hit his ball. So that leaves a very simple finish for Mark. Yeah, you had to at least get some sort of contact to leave Mark some distance and a bit of white ball movement. Alright, Simon to break. Let's see how he responds. Oh, is Mark landed a little awkward? I wonder what he's looking at here. I can't imagine he did, because he had ball in hand and these are all tap-ins, but he's just making sure of it, I think. I mean, he can play any ball here. So yeah, Jakey first in. Simon came up dry, and you know, Jakey's got a chance to come 4-3 here. 4-3 down. He's opted for the Reds, and there's a few complications. But every ball has a home. Nothing needs to be moved. So the question is, can he hold? If he can get reasonably straight on the bottommost of his balls to the bottom left. So yeah, I think he's going to start up here and come. So he'll play this ball. I think he'll try and get to the, and by this ball I mean the one he's nearest to. Try and get to, see where he's looking there. He wants to play, get as straight as he can on that ball so that he can then play it and then play the ball just above it to the left middle. Oh yeah, this is great. He's cleared it. No thanks, Dan. No alcohol for me. Yeah, the ball the white's nearest to now, he's just removed a bit of traffic, so now it's accessible to more pockets. Yeah, I think Jakey will get these. It just really depends on if he can be on the high side of, or straight on the bottommost of his reds. The glare is relentless. Yeah, it is pretty hard to deal with, James. Maybe they should wear hats or something to protect everybody's eyes. you want to jump on? Oh, that looks missed. Wowee. Jakey. Wowee, that's a very unexpected miss from a player like Jake. It seemed like he'd done all the work there. I'm sure, I'll get you a drink. He wants a raspberry lemonade. That's his drink card. Alright, so Simon with a chance to steal this frame of Jakey now. New Zealanders will be jumping up and down in their seats at home. Absolutely thrilled. Okay, Ricky's played a pretty good shot there. Managed to cover, well, he managed to bump one of Mark's balls into quite a worse position, and also get coverage on Mark's ball to the top left, but not coverage so that Mark can play a possible turnover. Hats would be good. Yeah, I can certainly suggest that. I wonder if they wear beanies and look like a couple of hobos out there, or maybe we could really spice things up and get them to wear Mexican sombreros. It would at least look very funny. Oh, Mark. Oh dear, oh dear. That's, you will not be happy with that. Oh, that leaves Ricky the world too. He can just solve his massive problem here. Wow, that's, yeah. I'm not... I mean, it probably was a bit stiff, but typically, if one of these elite players going off and the white hasn't come off at least 2 balls, you think that they probably should have had it's probably their fault in some way. Depends how you look at it, I suppose. Oh, big shot there from Jakey, and it's gone alright. This is still rough though. He probably needs the full ball hold on the yellow, or if he can clip the left hand side of the yellow, maybe half ball, he can land real good, but can he even get there? This looks... I'm not sure. Still, this is Simon's safety was not amazing for letting Jake get it back in here. Nice shot by Ricky. We're making no mistake here. Yeah, okay, so he clipped the other side of the yellow than what he wanted. I wonder what he can even do here now. I don't know if we're at the level where you can just bump the black into the middle of the table and feeling good about it. I think it's cuttable to the right. That does look cuttable. The white will go off about 18 rails. He may pot every yellow in the process of trying to cut that black in as well. From here it does not look on, but from the overhead it does look like it is. But he's not even looking at the cut, so I reckon he's looking at an all imaginative doubles. Let's see if he smash doubles this to the middle like he did in ultimate pull. That was a pretty cool shot. No, this might be the cut. No, it looks a bit thicker than that though. No, he's doubling. Oh, that's sick. That's sick. That's sick. Alright, just so you all know, Jake does sign autographs. You can yeah, come up to him with your t-shirts and cute cases, whatever, and he'll be happy to sign it for you. That's an incredible shot, wow. Dan will be getting a replay up for us. Meanwhile, Ricky's mopping up on the, yep, on the right-hand side. Has he signed your Q case? No, he hasn't signed my Q case. Well, I'm too nervous to ask him. I mean, oh, that was a huge break. And unfortunately, the white's gone in. Now Simon. Ooh, look at this. Only 4 yellows to pot. Oh, he's gone straight in the middle too. That's Jackie was too pumped up over his super black. Oh, is this just going to keep repeating? Is it on the left-hand side, Dan? Because pretty sure Simon's already shaping up. Okay, we've got a bit of an error here. Everything's repeating. Alright, there you go. That looks live for Mark. Yep. Alright, we fixed it. So yeah, Simon's just been left tappity tippity tap. Unfortunately for Jakey. Plays a super black and then Simon's been gifted. If only he didn't dump the white. Yes, Jeff, it would. That's a good one. I got Gussie, my roommate, to sign my case, and you'd think he'd write Gus number 1, which is I think what he meant to write, but he's written Gus 1 number 1 hashtag because, you know, Gus is Gus and he's got no idea. Great grey ball potted there, Jake. Yes, Jake potted the grey ball nicely. Alright, and Simon's navigated these well. He's got his choice of many options to get him the black nice and neat here. Beautiful shot. I take back everything I said before about Simon's cue ball. That was perfect. Alright, so Ricky's first in here. Mark came up dry. And the black is tricky to land on. It's rather obstructed by those 2 yellows nearest it. Yeah, okay, so it looks at this stage like his last ball to get on the black is going to be this ball to the bottom right. Yeah, oh, that was a weird break. That was like a quarter strength, I think. It's not even fair. Can we quickly replay? Yeah, we've got to check if that was a fair break on the left-hand side. Oh no, we don't know yet. No, foul back. Yep. Thank you, Brody. Thank you, chat people. But yeah, we have to check ourselves because unfortunately the chat is notorious for getting everything wrong. Meanwhile, Ricky's fallen out of position here. It looks like he's yeah, so he was trying to get a bit neater on one of those balls to the centre so that he could deal with both and then use this ball in the bottom right as his last ball, and then he was still going to have difficulty getting back on the black. But now he's going to have to play a safety. Oh, that's a much better break by Jake than his previous one. That white went straight back down the centre. He's got a red. He's learnt his lesson from the straight dump in the last frame. Oh, you said it well. Sorry, I can actually trust your judgment. Most of the time, people in the chat just make stuff up, I swear, when they're deciding on rules and things. That's a beautiful break by Jakey. Very well done. Okay, so Ricky's done a tuck up on the right hand side. Start with the double and nailed it. That's a ballsy shot. Wowee. And yeah, how good do the Reds look? He's got to do a bit of a well-controlled shot here. He's got to time this nice. Just get it to bite a little. Oh no, he's not playing that. I thought he was playing the ball to the top left, everyone. Looks like he's going to solve. Yeah, he just wanted to get a little bit nicer on it. So yeah, these are the shots that to any intermediate player are probably the stuff of nightmares, because you just get slightly into it too much and you're not on anything, and you desal and you trickle forward and you're just in Disasterville. But Jake should have no issue here. Yeah, he's even gone into the yellow. Nice shot, Jake. Alright, so Ricky's had a lash there at the double to try and save his chances of winning this frame, but he's missed it, and now Mark's going to have a chance to clear. Ooh, I think Jake's got just enough angle there. He was flirting with being a bit too straight, but I think he's fine. Nice. Alright, 4-5. And Jake's break. Jake gets to break 2 in a row here. Well, 3 in a row here. It's very unusual to see an elite player like Simon foul break. I wonder what happened there. That's funny from Simon. Simon said, it's your break, Jake. Winner breaks. Okay, mate. 5-4 to Simon. Bella should play this next year. I believe Bella was in the chat earlier, Mercury, saying that she will be playing this next year. She's just dealing with having a child at the moment. Simon's playing with a break cue, and the bloke foul breaks. Yeah, that's pretty funny actually. Yeah. Oh, that's really stiff from Jake that time. That was not his fault. The white was nowhere near a pocket. It's been knocked in. So Trenny's over there giving Lee McSharry a touch-up. Trenny's 5-1 up, and Trenny owns him in the Calcutta, so never question Trenny's integrity. I know there was a bit of a discussion yesterday about how Joel Younger lost to Rusty Wheeler 11-10 while Joel owns Rusty in the Calcutta. Who? Oh yeah, it's also possible that Joel sold him off, but yeah, it's a question worth asking, I suppose. I mean, Joel's obviously a person. Anyone who knows Joel or knows of Joel will know that Joel has the utmost integrity and would never deliberately throw a match. But I think it's a conversation worth having if Calcuttas are getting as large as they are, and there's the potential for exploitation. Yeah. Rusty might have just run through everyone in the repercharge anyway, and so it might have been better for Joel to win anyway. But anyway, enough of those silly conversations. Mark's played a safety on the on the right hand side there. And oh wow. No, not quite. Yeah, Tranny, absolutely. Tranny's playing under no pressure whatsoever because it's a win-win for him. Joel would never do anything like that. Yeah, exactly, Mercury. Joel would never do that. But you can't just assume that no one would ever do something like that when it comes to cases of money, because I mean, how many times do people have that excuse of, like, you know, when someone does something bad, everyone goes, oh, you never would have thought it would him. You never know. But anyway, it's it's hard to imagine there being a situation where it can be exploited anyway. Oh, well, actually, probably in the final. Like, if it's a final and you're playing in the final and you just do the simple math and you get more money if you lose, then it's a problem. Yeah, absolutely, Brad. That's a great argument too. Yeah, you're spot on, Rolf. But anyway, Simon, once again, taking these beautifully off Jake's rather stiff. Oh, that would have been so stiff, but as a result, it's insanely lucky. What a huge result. Crikey. He's left Mark incredibly tough here. Well, yeah, just roll that in the middle, as though it's such a walk in the park to roll that in the middle down. I get he's Mark Robertson, but holy cow. So he's got to roll this in the middle and then play a skill shot. Oh, just because someone brought it up, Cannon. And yeah, obviously there's... I mean, if you watch the match, there's absolutely no chance it was thrown. There's nothing wrong with having the conversation, I don't think. Yeah, you're right, Hayden. Yeah, late in the tournament is where it gets really scary. Yep, Toby, I agree, except with how you spelt lose, because lose has one O. You've written loose there. But anyway, you can always run your comment through a spell check before. So Mark is going to play the skill shot here. Money does talk, Toby, and it's got the sexiest voice you'll ever hear. But anyway, back to the match. I'm keen to see how Robbo plays this skill shot. This is oh, beautiful. Beautiful. He just does everything perfect, doesn't he? Oh, Dan's just like, oh, it was a walk in the park, and now he's giving me the old I told you so. Yeah, Dan, you were right. Okay, you should jump on the mic, Dan, huh? How about that, huh? Oh, yeah, exactly. Another beautiful finish by Mark to go 5-3 up. Took these really well. That was a real back and forth frame there. Mark played a few safeties and Ricky got a few results in his escapes. Good one, Toby. You're looser. Are we going to see CueballTV come back to Berry anytime soon? I think that'll depend on the Berry organisers, Joshi. Is Rusty still in the winner's side? Yes. Oh, there you go. Dan said he's playing Berry. Whether or not he films it is a different question. So, is Rusty still in the winner's side? I believe so. He's playing right now. He's playing Patrick Hood, and he's 6-4 down. So Hoodie's just run 4 on the trot. Because Rusty was 4-2 up there. Doing 5 things at once. I can't spell for shit. Yeah, okay, whatever. Alright. So, Jakey is on the... Oh, Simon won that frame, did he not? Yeah, so 6-4 to Simon. And now Jake's in a chance on the reds here. I'm curious how he goes about these. Yeah, I have noticed that it's hard to watch Berry. It's usually someone streaming on the the final on their phone or something on Facebook, and it's dreadful. So it'd be good to get the CueballTV back there. Yeah, I wonder how Jakey's going to get these. It looks like he can play this ball to the bottom right, but it seems like he's going to have a bit of difficulty holding. Maybe he can try and stop on a yellow, but a fair bit of distance for the white to be travelling to do that. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, we've got Mark first in. So he's going about these yellows. Oh, he might be on this ball to the bottom right. That's big, yeah. That's a good shot there. So he's got on this, and that's how he's going to address this bottom side. Because those two balls were quite awkward. And he's solved them just perfectly. His white ball is on a string. Well, I mean, he's ever so slightly high on this ball, whereas he'd rather be able to stun up or something. But no, he's keeping it very tidy wide, his Mark. So Jake might. He's trying. I wonder if you're seeing if he could just stun up the red. But I think he's got to use the rail. Yeah, he did. And that looks like he's played that really nicely. That's a really good shot. That was a shot where, if you look at the line he was coming across, he didn't have too big of an area to land in, so the pace was a bit tricky to judge, and he just judged it beautifully. So both of these players on the left, honestly, all four players on the screen have been playing incredible so far the whole match. There have been very few errors. It's been exceptionally high standard. And yeah, to all the people who voted for these two matches to be on the stream table, well done. You guys are geniuses. Hats off. Nice shot, Mark. So yeah, he's just got to choose which ball he wants to transition down to the black off. I think he'll play this ball to the left middle, the lower one of the two balls, or the leftmost one. And then play the ball to the top left, and then use the ball to the right middle to come down for the black. That does look like what he's doing, unless he's going to play this ball to the right top pocket now. But I would think the ball to the top left is a pretty rubbish ball to get to the black off, so that's not super likely. Oh, it also doesn't go, which also will decrease the chances of him taking that shot on. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, perfect. Made us all, the sphincter may have tightened a bit there, but he's all good. Rumour has it that there will be a live stream set up at Berry this year. A bloke from whatever that word is doing it, is what I've heard. Well, that's awesome news, except for the fact that they're a competitor, and we do not allow mention of any competitors on any Cueball stream or comment, so you will be perma-banned, and no, I'm just joking, of course. Me, I'm talking shit, yeah. Another very nice out from Jake. Again, exceptionally high standard we've been seeing here. This is really good to watch. Gus 6-1 up on Rob Bowen. Gussie, you hero. Gus is Gus is going to be very hard to beat in this thing. Oh, and Joseph Evans 7-4 up on Steve Woods. Holy guacamole. I mean, I saw Joseph play a bit yesterday against George Samoya, and it was not the best. Let's put it that way. So Joseph must have really found something here. But Joseph's one of those really flowy players where when he's on, he can play exceptionally well. And he's basically got no B game to speak of. So yeah, very dangerous player to be playing in one of these tournaments. Jake Robbo on final, hard to pick the two. Well, Jake's got to get through Simon here first. And of course Robbo through Ricky. Robbo's 7-3, isn't he? Oh, never mind, 16, never mind. Okay, sorry. What do I know? I'm an idiot. Oh yeah, there's scoreboards in the background we can cheat off. Get our homework off there. Okay, so Robbo's got some... I mean, these to me appear quite tricky. Okay, so he's having to play this ball to the middle. Because all the balls just neatly go top right, top left, top bottom right. But I don't think he can hold off just playing the ball to the top right now. So that means he might have to play the middle. I wonder how he's playing this. Is he going to try and stop on the red? Is he going to try and come past the red? It looks like he's targeting that red. And I think he's doing that as a two-way shot. He can, if he hits the red in different spots, he could be either on the ball to the bottom right or the ball to the top right or top left. Oh, he's just gone past it. So he's actually missed that. So you see he missed it to the right-hand side. He hit it thinner than he wanted, and that's why he's not cannon the red either. Had he popped that, he would have cut in the red, and probably on the high side, and the white would have been on the yellow to the right middle, I think. But as it is, he's missed it, and now Ricky's at the table. Chance to punish. I think that's the first time Mark's actually missed a ball. I believe that's Mark's first error. Everything else has just been a safety he's played, or Ricky running the rack. And that's a nice safety from Ricky. Doesn't look like he's left much of anything, although Mark's looking at that cut. If that cut's on, I mean, yeah, the white's flying everywhere. Interesting. Yeah, we'll see what he comes up with. I'll start looking at the left-hand side frame now. And it looks like Simon Singleton is on the yellows here, and he's just trying to work out the best way to navigate these final balls. Oh, Mark was on the cut, and that's a great shot. Is he on? Yeah, it looks like he is. That's just magnificent. He's hit that so clean, never looked like missing. And if he lands on the very small section he's got to land in to be on this last ball, I mean, this will be quite the steal back. Ricky, I think his safety wasn't very good if he's left that shot for Mark. It's possible there wasn't really anywhere to leave the white that was safe, and he just chose the best of bad options, but Mark just played from the middle. Okay, this is very impressive. I'm just gonna let you all soak in the brilliance of what we're watching there. And that's a great shot by Simon as well. He's gone just a smidge too far though. Yeah, okay, Mark, you're just too good, mate. Robbo will be hard to beat, absolutely. Yeah, Robbo's just looking so clinical here. I mean, he's missed one ball for the whole match, and he's still won the frame. Off some ridiculousness, you'd say. Just because I'm pretty poor with words. And yeah, let's see how Simon's going to hold this ball here. If he's going to have to stun with a bit of side through the gap between the black and the red, and then come off the side rail back into this area he's in now. It looks like that's what he's playing. He's playing a bunch of side to pull it back. Oh, he's clipped the red, so he would have not been good anyway. Although, actually, he might have been on a thin chop. Either way, that's an error from Simon, letting Jake back in. I believe of all the players present, Robbo has made the fewest errors, because I think he's made one. Yeah, Dan's Mr. We don't call Dan Mr. Big Time for nothing. Well, I'll start calling you that now so that I can say that I call you that. Oh, I wasn't. I keep forgetting to mute. Yeah, that is Benny's name. No, you can be kind of a big deal, you know, like Ron Burgundy. You can go around saying, "Hey, I'm kind of a big deal." I'm Dan Lynch. Your epithet is the Dan Lynch. Yeah, your pronoun. Yeah, why not? All right. Anyway, back to the stuff. Jakey in with the chance to steal this frame back of Simon. So Jake's got two just awkward balls. The two balls on the nearest the right hand side rail. He's getting one off now, it looks like. Oh, he's hit that nice. So yeah, it means Jake. It's harder for Jake to pot out now, but it means there's so many safety options now because Simon can only pot that ball to the top right or bottom right, and I can't imagine Jake will ever be leaving him in a spot where he can get there. So I'm wondering if Jake just plays some sort of shot off this red on the right hand side to promote it and leave the wide in such a spot where Simon snookered. Yeah, that was a great shot by Jakey there. He's just getting on with it. Doesn't seem, he's like, safety. What are safeties for? Safeties are for people who aren't this good. Guys, come on. Can we not have the phones going off? So Alright, anyway, so I've completely neglected to mention that Ricky's on and out on the right hand side here. It looks like he's got to... Ricky's in all sorts of trouble actually. So the things that need to be achieved right now with only 3 balls left is he's got to screw back off this yellow to promote the other yellow, and then from that be on the yellow to the left hand side middle where he can play that, nudge the black out and still be on his other yellow. Or some other fashion of that. And Joseph's now 8-4 up on Steve Wood. Okay, so he's done that well. Great shot. Now it's just how on earth do you get the black out? I guess you pop this yellow. Yeah, so it was. So I guess it was critical that he was on this yellow that he's just got out now. Being on it, I think he can. Just this one, Thorpe. After this, the winners of these winners, the winning winners, go straight through to the 16. So they'll be back tomorrow to play. What? Jakey's just done some superb work on the left-hand side. That was... I can't believe I even mentioned safety. I feel like such a silly goose. And now Ricky... And meanwhile, Ricky's getting these balls that I said were pretty much impossible as well. So I might as well just not be here saying anything because they're just making me look so poor. That was 2... So Ricky's played 2 incredible shots. The shot to nudge the yellow out from behind the reds, and then that shot there to promote the black. Incredible work. And now he's really taking his time on this black. This must be real tight. And he's got it. That must have been really tough for him to take that long on it. That was a beautiful finish by Ricky. Yeah, Jake's shot there, that's delicious. Yeah, that's like a freshly made burrito from Guzmani and Gomez. Yeah, once we get to the top 16, it is just straight knockout. Ben Noonan match. Just have a look on pool stat, Des. Thorpe, I'll drop in after the Cats smash up the Tigers. Yeah, well, unfortunately that probably will be the case. The Tigers do suck. Yeah, so see you then, Thorpe. Maybe you could jump on the mic, Thorpe. You'd be good at it, I reckon. Yeah, that's a really nice shot by Ricky. We got two just lovely shots played. Anyway, this looks like it's Robbo's break, I think. Oh no, he's walking away from the table. So probably not his break. Anyway, sorry. There's still pool going on. So Simon is on the yellows, and oh, that's yeah, that'll do. I think he'll still play this ball he's nearest to now. Maybe not though. I don't. It depends. It all depends. If he can play this ball to the bottom right and still hold for the ball nearest the black, I think he will play it. Yeah, look at the shot Ricky was playing. Very good shot. What were you upset about there, Dan? I think the replay went fine. Oh, you just didn't time it right. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so as I was saying, if Simon can either hold for that ball nearest the black or come across the table to the left-hand side of the table to play one of those two yellows at the top, I think he will play this cut down the rail. But also, he might just want to play this ball to the left middle, because that ball might not go to the right middle, which makes it a little bit of a problem. Let me just have a look if it does. Oh, it's tight. So yeah, that's why he's playing this now. And yeah, he can get better on this ball to the right-hand side anyway, and then they map a bit better. Oh, actually no, it looks like he's dealing with the top left first. Well, that makes a lot of sense too. Two quality matches here. Not many errors so far from any of the four players. Yeah, I mean, Jake's missed a ball, and he did a straight dump off the break. I can't think of any errors beyond that. And Simon had the foul break, and he's lost the white a few times, I think. Like the previous frame, he lost the white and didn't. But yeah, it's been an exceptionally high standard. Oh, here we go. So I can read out some results for you guys, or some scores. So Mark Owens is 4-0 up on Jack Green. Josh Hands is 4-3 up in the Battle of the Joshes against Josh Gorski. Jack Phillips and Ben Noonan are too lazy to use pool stats, so we can't give you any information. Tim Dixon is 5-1 up on Alec Bernardus. Scott Parker 3-2 down to Tan Mabel. Ben Judge is 1-2 behind on Joey Tomei. Michael Skerry 6-1 up on Eki. Jamie Stevens 3-all with Brenton Collier. And then as for the other winners, meanwhile Simon's just doing good work here. It's all on this shot. Can he get nice on this side rail, which it looks like he has. Lovely shot. Lovely shot. Oh, geez, I actually spoke a bit soon there. It was not the loveliest of shots because he was flirting with danger. Meanwhile, Joseph Evans is now 9-4 up on Steve Woods. That's crazy. Justin Sage 6-2 up on VJ. Rusty Wheeler is 7-5 behind Patrick Hood. Seems hard to beat these Geelong boys in Geelong. Gus Giorgio 6-2 up on Rob. No, thank you. 6-2 up on Rob Bowen, and Kurt Dunham is 3-all with Ricky Watson. So there you go. There are all the scores. Now let's see if Simon nails this yellow, and he has. Beautiful shot. So he gets to maintain his, restore his lead. Yeah, Simon's foul break, you're right, was pretty funny actually. I don't know how that ever occurs, but it did. It's good to see that even these big time freak shows can make silly little errors like that on occasion. Make you feel a bit better about your general mediocrity. Ooh. Dan's devastated. They're out of Asahi's here. Got to keep Mr. CueballTV properly lubricated. Oh, that's a break. Jake, the white seems to skew off in all different directions off Jake's break, but he always times it beautifully. I've noticed it's gone in the centre of the back rail. It's gone close to the top pockets. It's gone there. It went into the side rail first. The price did Simon go into the Calcutta? I believe it's between 4 and 5,000. That's just on memory. I don't actually remember specifics. You can find it on Facebook. Just search Steve Tran on Facebook and you'll be able to find it there. Meanwhile, Robbo is just doing what he's done all match. It's just mopping up. Mark, his nickname in the Pro Series was the Terminator. I think it should have been the Janitor because he just mops everything up. Exactly $4,000 Simon went for. To Steve Alderson. So Steve's probably feeling pretty good about his purchase right now. Oh, we already got a comment there from Julie Alderson. Oh, there you go, Dan. It could be a coincidence, yeah. Yeah, well done. The Janitor cleans up another frame. I'm going to try and make this catch on. I can't imagine it will. $8-4. So my prediction in that match was 11-6. So, but this one I said Jake would win 11-7. So Jake needs to win 5 in a row here for me to be correct there. And of course it's all about me for some reason. I noticed Simon changed his last break from the centre instead of the extreme side of the table. Yeah, so players will do that. If you're not getting balls or you're not getting the spreads, because every table will play just ever so slightly different because the cloths will never be worn exactly the same unless they're both brand new cloth and the tables are made exactly the same. So if you're not getting balls off the break doing one thing, it's pretty silly to keep doing it. So your better players will tend to do the normal break for a few times, and if they're not getting balls, they'll shift it around to different spots. Sometimes they'll try cut breaking, unless you're one of the players who thinks the cut break is a crime against nature, which I know some of them feel that way. Anyway, while I've been saying this, Jake has been cleaning up these balls nicely here. He's just got to get on the angle so that he can slide past the yellow and not hit it, which that looks good. Yeah, so you almost did the thing that I do all the time, where you're focusing too much on the white ball and not thinking about the pot. But yeah, these good players still pot them. Yeah, so he might have got a slight tickle on the yellow, but he just needed to make sure to avoid it, and he did. So. Alright, back to 7-all. This is rapid fire over here. Brilliantly done by Jake. Such a high standard. This is incredible. Meanwhile, Mark's in on the right hand side. And he's fancying the reds, it seems. I think he's going to do the wick off the front web. Wick off the front Alright, you saw what he did and it was awesome. What a great shot. Now all he needs to do to complete this out is get any way straight on this red to the bottom right pocket, and then he can hold off that for the red to the bottom left, and then he's just got to, I suppose, get on the low side of that ball so that he can get it back to the middle of the table and then take the outside too. There's a few ways he can do it, but that shot just went so perfectly for him. It was such a good shot. Now Simon there, he did the nice suck the white back straight up the centre of the table. That's usually good for keeping a bit of white off the break, but it does depend because you can get results like this where I think he is on a ball here, but you can get results like this where the white goes straight back up, straight back down, nicks off a ball, and then is awful on the rail somewhere. Okay, so Robbo's not going the way I thought, but he's landed perfect. And this is actually, this is a much better way. By removing that ball, he can just drop this ball into the right, drop the ball into the left, and then be neat on the remaining ball. So is that Joseph going on the hill or winning? Wow, Joseph's won 11-4 over Steve Wood. That's very impressive. Well done, Joseph. That's the win of his career, I'd say. And I think he's a world champion. I think he and who was it? Was it him and Toby Clack won the world doubles? I think it was him and Toby. It's very nice from Mark. He just needs any sort of angle on this remaining red, and he'll be able to just screw back up the side rail and just be centralised and have a dolly black to the centre. Any sort of angle. Yeah, okay, so now he might go top through and use the right hand side rail. Yep, that's what he's doing. (9-4). Robbo continues his errorless pool. Okay, so Simon, meanwhile, by the way, the balls are wrong on this side, Dan. Simon has landed a little too angly, I think, yeah, more than he'd want, but he's going to be able to navigate. The tricky part is that all the natural lines, they're a little obstructed by that yellow on the left-hand side. To come off two rails just out to the central position to then dolly the red into the right. So he's got to take a lot of care here. He's got to get as close as possible as he can to this left-hand side pocket. Oh no, he's just screwed into the... Oh, that's a great shot. Yeah. No, so he's moved the white as little as possible by stopping on the black. That's a real nice shot there. So there's another one for Simon. This is... He's just running racks all over the place here. It's hard to even keep track of him. Joey and Josh are doubles champions, I'm pretty sure. Joey and Josh. Oh, is that Josh Hands? Oh. That's funny, they play very similar, so that would make a lot of sense. Thanks, Brody, for that, if that's right, of course. Robbo is a bloody robot. A little bit. Robbo is an outstanding cue ball currently. Might be hard to beat with being able to land on a dime. Yeah, his cue ball is... It's been really, really nice. Yeah, you could. Yeah, I mean, you can say it's his cue ball, but he maps the balls so brilliantly as well. That he maps in such a way where he doesn't need to move the white much. And yeah, that's how he makes it look so easy. Oh, they played Sean and Toby in the final. Oh, okay. Alright. But, I mean, actually, sorry, the biggest achievements of Joseph's career, I think, are playing for the pool hub at Gippy. Jesus Christ, Mark is holy. You can't do anything wrong. This is mental. But yeah, Joseph's biggest achievement is obviously playing for the pool hub at I don't even know where he's played for us, but he's played for us a few times and we've won some stuff, so that's obviously bigger than this, but Robbo is like a cheat code. Yeah, it's almost like the writers of reality have gotten a bit lazy. They're like, yeah, let's just have this Robbo guy win everything. You know, we don't need to come up with more creative storylines. Oh, get a bit further. Yeah, I think that'll do. Because I think he only needs to drop this in. And he can play the cut back to the middle. Joey is in love. Yes. Maybe that's why he's playing good, Jeff. He's got a clear head, as they say. Well, yeah, with some players like, say, Gus, they get in love and then they disappear forever. No, Robbo fancies just landing on the long pot. I mean, he's landed so perfectly too. Oh, he's missed it. There you go. He's human. That makes us. He's missed a ball. Yeah, he chose not to. Where that hit, it may have gone had he played it softer, but he chose to play it more confidently, more firmly, and as a result, he's missed it. And he's that could have been him on the hill at 10-4, which you'd think guarantees the match, unless you're Mark Owen's playing Kurt Dunham. Sorry to bring that up, but Jake went through everyone easy at King's Cup last month. Yes, he did. Jake played some extraordinary stuff. I mean, he even ran through Robbo in the... See, that looked about where Mark hit his black. But because Ricky's sort of pocket weight rolled that, the pocket accepted it. But obviously, you got to play the shots how you're comfortable playing them. And now, yeah, Ricky will make no mistake here. These are just simple tap-ins. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, Jakey on another out. He's just got to find a way to get nice down on this red that's obstructed by the yellow on the bottom left. And I don't think he has the angle on this ball to the middle to do that. So yeah, so it looks like he's screwing back. Oh no, he's just accepting his medicine. Taking his medicine. They're different things. You have to accept it before you take it, I suppose. But yeah, and he's going to try and leave this red over the hole. He's not playing... No, he wouldn't be. I thought for a second he might be playing the deflection shot, but that wouldn't make too much sense, would it? Yep, so Jakey's missed. And here comes Simon to capitalise on the error. I'd say the error Jake made was not getting to the underside of the red to the middle so that he could just float down the table for that red he's just played to be a lot simpler. I don't know why we're talking about Fortnite and World of Warcraft in the chat, but whatever. Oh, Jason must or used to stream Fortnite. Okay. Yeah, good opener from... Oh, good opening pot from Simon, but... Oh, geez, Ricky's actually... I stopped watching because he just had tap-ins, but Ricky's really lost the white here. If Robbo gets back after this, that's... I mean, imagine being that good and that blessed. That's So actually, I need Ricky to get to 6 for my prediction to be correct, so I really hope he gets this. My prediction on the left already can't come true. Nice shot, Simon. Still a bit of work to do here. He's going to have to cut the ball to the top right and land as nice as he can on the yellow to the other yellow to the top right. Ah, great shot, Ricky. Beautifully done. There you go. To stay alive in the match. 9-5. That's right. But yeah, Ricky's done that a few times where he's had tap-ins and he's made them more difficult than they could have been, though he's still gotten them every time. It's just, just a little loose with the cue ball. And that might indicate that he's a little out of practice. As Scary said earlier, he's not sure how much Ricky's been playing for the last 10 years. So, yeah, the main thing that seems to go is your pace and your cue ball. It's a big break by Ricky, but no reward for it. That's gotta hurt. Oh, Simon has missed that. That was not an easy shot, everyone. He's having to put loads of left-hand side on that makes it a lot trickier, and yeah, it just shows that anyone can miss them. And I mean, even if he got it, he was going to have he's going to have to play a tough black as well. But Simon's balls were just not easy. The first shot he played to the middle, where he nudged them a bit awkward, was very much not ideal. Did not. Yeah, I imagine that's rolled off. Now that's the second time Jake's played a full table roll like that, and I believe he's got a roll off. But it's so hard. It's so hard to get the pace right on that. It's so hard to just hit it a little thin, because if you bounce too high, suddenly you've got no shot. But I think everyone can agree this is the second worst outcome behind going in off. And this could be a game changer, or what do they call it? Turning point, game changer, match decider. He's looking at the jaw tech here. He's got to find something. He's Woody. That might be a reference to Steve Woods snooking himself on the centre pocket in the Australian Championships, which I'm sure he's happy every time that gets brought up. Cushion first into the other red would have been much better. I don't know about that, Al. Because, yeah, Woodsy, I see. Mistyped. Okay, so he's hit it. Oh, that's a very good shot. Very good shot by Jake. Good recovery there. He dug himself a hole. Fortunately, he's took a ladder with him, so he could get out. So Kurt Dunham is now 6-3 up on Ricky, whatever it was. Gus DeGiorgio 6-3 up on Rob Bowen. Rusty Wheeler and Patrick Hood are now 8-all. Justin Sayers 7-3 up on VJ. Joseph beat Woodsy 11-4. Mark Owens 4-1 up on Jack Green. Wow, that frame took a long time. Josh Hands 5-4 up on Josh Gorski. Tem Dixon 6-3 up on Alec Renatus. Tan 5-4 up on Scott Parker. Ben Judge 3-2 up on Joey. Scary 8-2 up on Eki. And Brenton 6-3 up on Jamie Stevens. Alright, so Simon's got to get a bit of a result here. So he sort of played... I think he got a bit of a good rub there, actually. I don't believe Jake's on the cut. And I say a bit of a good rub because the white hit one of the yellows on its way down. I think that helped it get a bit further towards this top rail, otherwise Jake could have been on a cut. Meanwhile, Robbo's once again just running a rack over here. I'm curious if the black goes to the bottom right, because if so, I think he'll be playing for it there. Otherwise, he'll have to play a bunch of right-hand side to get it back down, the white back down on this right-hand side of the table, which he's done. Don't go in off though. I think we can count that as an error. Just because otherwise we're not going to get to count anything Mark ever does as an error because he's not made any, but... Oh yeah, sorry, no, he was using the jaw tech Dan, you're right, yeah. Anyway, another great out by Robbo. 10-5 on the hill. He's hardly put a foot wrong, has he? It's been incredible. Just the missed black in the last frame, and he missed a yellow in one of the frames, and then potted an absurd ball. Yeah, Simon's had a dip there and missed it. So this is a critical point in this frame on the left. The difference between 9-8 and 8-all is huge for Jake, and this is. I mean, you feel like it's a gimme for Jake, but this is not a certainty, and he's gotten it. And he's not landed perfect, but you think he's going to get this to the centre. I don't think it's in off. If it is, he's just enough off the rail that he can play a soft screw to avoid it. And he's gotten it. Great shot. 8-all. Oh, see. Where are the people in the chat? Where are the people in the chat? I know what they're going to say. They're going to say, oh, loss of frame. Because Jake stopped the white with this cue. Loss of frame. Rules are rules, man. If you don't follow the rules, there's nothing but anarchy, man. I don't know why I was sounding like a hippie. They probably got the opposite opinion to that, but anyway. 8-all. No, there is no score for Tranny and Mick Sharry because they're... Oh no, sorry, we can look over there. Tranny's 8-3 up. They're just not using pool stat for some reason. Tranny, as a tournament organizer, not using his own thing is just... Please emphasize critical a bit more. I don't know what that means, but... Alright, Mark. First in again. And his biggest problem is this red on the bottom right. He's got no balls anywhere near it. It's going to be very tricky to deal with. I wonder if he might go a bit tactical here and try and get one of his reds down to that section. And keep a good white ball. Or if he's just going to do what he's been doing all match and find a way to get them. What just happened? Is that it? What on earth? Did we just see a bit of whackage? Sorry, we're getting a replay to figure out what on earth just happened. I was looking away for a second. Deserved a result there. What a shot. Oh, I see. So I missed just a beautiful shot apparently. And double plant. I see. Okay, well, Dan's here with the replay. Oh, that's insane. You know, funny, I was actually looking at that ball going, oh, it plants off the yellow, but how on earth can he hit it? And he's found a way by just doubling that ball down. That's brilliant. Oh, yeah, Dan's got a bit of a thing he wants to include. So how can Mark deal with this? Yep, just stun into the yellow and get a result, No, that's not good at all. Alright, let's just see Mark's dance moves here. Can we get that on repeat? Eight-all. Yeah, Robbo hasn't give Ricky many goes. Sort of. Robbo is a big fan of the game solitaire. That's how he plays pool. Just don't give your opponent a shot ever, and except for right now. All right, Ricky, here you go. Here's your chance to get to 10-6, which was my prediction all along. Just as God intended. Alright, so Jakey is first at the table, and he's gone yellows. Now these two yellows here, almost touching each other. I wonder where the top of those two yellows goes, because it's a bit tricky. I mean, it looks like the bottom one passes to this bottom left and is accessible, but how does he get back to the top one? It'll go to the top left pocket, and it might go to the right middle. Okay, so he's not playing it now. Okay. I wonder if his plan was then to play the ball under the black, come back a little bit, and then play the ball to the bottom left while he's a little bit closer to it. I think this frame on the right hand side, Ricky's balls are not simple. Well, actually they are. So, well, if he lands good. So he's got to play this ball and get as straight as he can on this ball to the right hand side, so that he can come down for ideally the ball on the bottom rail. But if he gets some more angle, I don't think that's the best angle. Now I think he has to come across to the left hand side of the table to. Yes, that is JR there. Keyboard slam. Yeah, I think Ricky's lost the white again here. Wonder if he can load this up with right hand side and come down into the area and be on both balls. Yeah, that's what he's done. Yeah, that's a great shot. There you go. He's recovered nicely then. Alright, looks like he's solved this. Meanwhile, Jake has opened a butcher shop, it seems, and wonder what happened there. He's not on anything. His saving grace in this frame is that Simon's got these two dead balls on the right hand side, but unless he's just on this ball. Oh no, he's on this. Well, that's an absurdly good shot then. No, he hasn't opened a butcher shop. He's opened a clinic, a butcher clinic Oh, that's absurd. What a shot. Okay, Jake is... that's more like it. I mean, how foolish of me to think that Jake made an error. I mean... Oh, Tem Dixon 6-5 up on Alec. Alex come back real well there. I believe Tem was 6-1 up. Ricky's just got to come back an inch or two here. And there you go. 10-6. So Jake might have been trying to go into a different red, but missed it and hit perfectly, in which case he probably got a bit lucky. So it'll all depend if he apologised or not, but he was hampered queuing. It's just take what he can. But anyway, as it is, he's still awkward here. So see, he's having to play the top ball because he was so hampered on the other one. And that's a great shot, by the way. He was so hampered on the other one that he couldn't quite play the shot that he wanted, and that's such a good shot he's played there. He's judged the cannon off the red perfectly. This has been a class finish by Jake. Wow, Ricky's annihilated that break. Wow. There might be minor seismic activity in the area now because of that break. Looks like Hoodie lost 11-8. Yeah. Missed an easy black to go 8-5 up. Sad news, sad times. Jakey on this thing, cut back. And he's gotten it. Great shot. Great out. Beautiful work, Jake. 9-8. And Ricky is first in on this right-hand side. Can he disrupt this yellow on the left-hand side to bring it into play? Or else land on the small circle necessary to be on it? Yeah, that out from Jakey was insane. Cue slam guy. I mean, keyboard slam guy. Oh, that's quite stiff. Ricky's managed to get into his ball real nicely there. Got a thick contact, a lot of power in it, a lot of movement, and it's gone. Just dead. About as dead as it was. So Jake had a bit of side on that break, but it checked the white back into the middle of the table nicely, and then it got nudged into this area it's in now. If the white stayed central, he would have had plop-ins on the reds. Unfortunately, now he's only got plop-ins on the yellows instead. I don't see much that could be hurting Jake, except maybe the starting ball, but I think he can just take this ball to the bottom right. So, yeah, this could very easily be 10-8, and quite quickly too. Just as long as he's not touching that. Okay, well now he's got to reroute from what I think he would have wanted. But yeah, he's crunched that. And see, yeah, the nudge off the red has just put the white in a worse spot than it otherwise would have been. Yellow goes top pocket? I don't think so. Unless you mean bottom pocket. In which case... I think you're wrong either way. Oh, yeah, unless you mean top right. But yeah, that's a tricky area you got to land in to be on that. But yeah, that might be his solution. Josh Hands is now 7-4 up in the Battle of the Joshes. Meanwhile, Jack Green's come back to 5-3 down against Mark Owens from 4-0. No, Owens is a shocking front runner apparently. He gets ahead by these huge leads and then just lets them come back. Jamie Stevens is now 7-4 behind Brenton Collier. So yeah, look, Jake's last ball will be the one on the rail to come up. I think it's a fair bit off the rail. Here's the great man, Reece Godden, and his lovely child here. G'day, mate. State player Reece Godden, that's what you go by, isn't it? Is Ricky planning on a skill shot? I don't think that skill shot's possible, Keyboard Slam. The balls are just too close together and too far from the pocket. So he's either going to have to go into it or land there. Dude, that's just absurd. How good is that? That's... I guess that's how he won an Australian title, ladies and gents. That's a ridiculous shot. Just picked the gap perfectly at a pretty perfect pace too. Just, yeah, top this off the red, I believe, and you'll come out nice for the black. Shot. That is a class finish. That is class. Oh, sorry, keyboard smash. You could also just change your name, you know, but whatever. And yeah, this is Jake to get on the hill. So 2 critical blacks here to stay alive and to get on the hill. Nailed it and nailed it. Bang. Look at that. And now a word from our sponsors. World Q Sports, established 2009. 8-ball direct. Oh yeah, here's a flyer for Killer Crossover, which is in August 9th to 7th. That's one of the better tournaments going round. Reigning champion is Temujin Dixon. Look at that, first prize, 5,750. Bang. Doesn't that sound good? $12 Supreme tables and IR rules. Good fun. So Simon utilised the cup rate there, I believe. And it, I mean, it's gone well. Look at this. Wowee. Unfortunately, the whites ended up in a bit of an awkward spot, so we can't take the reds, which just looks super simple, but not too much to do on the yellows either. I wonder if you can start with the plant on the right hand side and get up for his yellow at the top. That looks like what he's doing. Yep, nice. Just don't be straight. I mean, straight will still be fine, but it's just easier if you're not. Did I say August from the 9th to the 7th? If so, I have no idea why, because it didn't say that. I don't know how it would go back in time as the event goes on, unless it goes for a full 363 days, which would also be unusual. Yeah, just a casual 363-day event. Why not?
A lot of work, 5,750.
Each match is a race to 870. To play them over several weeks. Ricky is on 7 frames. Yes, that's correct. Thanks. Dan, you know, what do they pay him for? Oh, he's back. Shit. Nothing. Just updated the scores. great shot by Ricky. Now he can play this ball to the middle and come down nice for the ball to the top right and use that to transition back down the table. Yep, nice shot by Simon, and yeah, he's taken these beautifully. He's just got to come back basically to where he is now, and this frame's over. So this is going to be 10-9. It's coming down to the wire. Jakey's break, and you got to feel that if Jakey doesn't run the rack, his tournament life could be over. Well, I mean, his winner's side tournament life could be over. Oh, and Ricky's missed a ball. See, that's the difference between Robbo and everyone else. Everyone else misses balls. Robbo doesn't. Now these yellows do not look simple at all. This yellow on the right-hand side cushion is a bit obnoxious. Yeah, he's starting with the ball to the middle. And then these two yellows to the middle, I wonder, these two yellows in the middle of the table that are very close to each other, I wonder where they go. I would think the topmost yellow goes to the left middle, but you've got to be very precise to land on that, which makes them quite tricky. I wonder if you can pump this into the middle now and come down and give them a little nudge. And if you do that, your next shot is probably the double on the right-hand side, but these are pretty high tariff shots that I'm describing here. And that's a huge break by Jakey. Could that be a match-winning break? Oh, maybe. Oh, wow, that break. So, just looking around, the big problem is it looks like the black is pretty awkward. Tom Lee, just look on pool stat, mate. Oh, okay. 7-6 to 10. Ten is now 8-4 up on Scott Parker. That's also an impressive one. So, is Jack going to get the black now? No. No dice. I wonder what he's going to try and do. Nice shot, Robbo. Tony's 9-4 up on McSherry or whatever his name is. McScary, something like that. It was similar to Scary, that's all I remember. These people with their names. Okay, so... yeah, Jake's played one shot, Jake's on yellows. Yeah, I'm wondering... the only issue I see with Jake is the black, and I do think it cuts to the bottom left, but that looks tight. And other than that, I think it only goes to the top left. Well, actually, now that I think about it, it probably goes to the middle. Let me just have a quick squeeze of it. Ooh, it probably does go to the middle, yeah. Right, so Robbo here is going to screw into his problems, and I think that's okay, because I think it goes long. And if it doesn't, then the white's going everywhere. What, he's going to have to cut it to the left middle and load up with side to check it up off the top rail to get down for these bottom two balls. That just sounds impossible. No, this looks like he's going to the middle, and yeah, he's loading up with side, I think. Is he? No, he's just accepting the line it's on. That's a good and disciplined shot. Alright. Wonder if he'll give it a nice little nudge here, or if he'll screw back into it and try and smash it out. That's a good shot, but he's not gotten the perfect result he would have wanted. However, he's got a shot on it, and yeah, he's got his choice of which way to go, and neither are amazing. I believe if he plays to the top right and just screws back, he will avoid the red to the left, but he's sort of playing with fire. If you slip by it, you're going to be snookered. So he's going top left. This is a horrible, horrible shot to play. Has he gotten it? Has he gotten it? That's... Oh, he just doesn't miss, does he? Oh my goodness. That was an incredible recovery shot. This out was just pure class by Robbo, and that match was extraordinary. Showing why he's one of the best players in the country right there. Excellent, excellent, excellent pull there. Anyway, back to Jakey. Jakey is on the finish here, but I can't see because Dan's got the wrong screen up. There we go. Alright. Oh, so Jakey has since promoted the black. Sorry guys, I can't watch everything at once. Jake has promoted the black, and it just looks like he's got to navigate this off 2 or 3 rails to get onto the other yellow. 2 rails. Don't go too far, don't go too far. Okay, well, if you're going too far, you want to go way too far so that you're like this. And I think he can just roll this in off the side rail and take a longish black. This is a tough shot. Yeah, he's not a fan of it. He's like, Mamma mia, why couldn't I just hit that a bit softer? I don't know why Jake's Italian in my head, but... I think he's got it, but, oh! He's good, he's good. Great shot, Jake. Great recovery. And this has been these have been 2 of the best matches I've seen in a long time. What an exceptional standard. The battle between Australia and New Zealand. Victorious for Australia. I believe they were playing for their respective countries, so I'm sorry New Zealand, but Australia now owns you. We'll be sending our invasion force shortly. But anyway, thanks for tuning in everyone. That was excellent. I'm gonna go eat.
Oh, the second time in the shot when you like and I put the one in the middle and just roll to the west. But yeah, I could have played. Yeah, so I just I'm going. Every time yeah, it was just a repetition. Oh no, it's not the easiest one, the hardest one. But I'm thinking how much is traveling. And then when you go, imagine him straight in the knockout. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the other thing was, remember that shot where I pulled the red off the bag and almost went off? It's like fucking hard. That yellow was for nothing. Yeah. I know, it's not just and then still go again. Yeah, that was a key moment. That's what I mean, there's a couple of those ones. Yeah. Cutting the yellow bit, taking that out. Yeah, I reckon it's like to look at it, those ones that I but those are the difference between the lines and making those ones. No, just up, man. Enjoy it. Well, no, enjoy it. You gotta enjoy
guy's son got getting tattooed for years ago. Couchy's tough guy too, you know. Yeah, he was behind all the money. Simon can do that. The highlight of his home he's done a filthy cat run. And he said, this is just running, he's just coming around with your driveway. He said, I'd rather him break anyway. So then you break. You break on each time breaking too. And I said, you sure you want me to do that? And he's like, oh, right, yeah. And I just did the turn around. When these two fucking two-step draw, you might do it. Two-step draw, that's what they always do. Which was the most certain way to do it. The most certain way is the victim make it better for us. I saw you sitting there. The girls are out menu, boys, and you're thinking, There's another support. What do we do? I think you win his next match. Guaranteed over 5 minutes.